Hello everyone. The story I'm going to share today is Injustice Caused the Drought. After a woman was wrongfully killed during the Western Han Dynasty, the entire country suffered drought for 3 years. The drought finally ended when the new governor rectified this injustice. Gong was the county official in charge of reviewing the case. He was very righteous and just, and even the criminals he convicted did not hate him. He tried to help the woman and to overturn the wrong judgment. The woman was a young widow who lived in Eastern Sea County. Even though she was childless, she still lived with her mother-in-law and took good care of her. Her mother-in-law advised her to marry again, but she refused. Her mother-in-law told her neighbor, "My daughter-in-law has been very kind and takes good care of me. I feel pity for her because she is a widow at such a young age. I'm getting old, and because of me, she does not want to marry again. What can I do?" Soon after, the old woman committed suicide. The old woman's daughter sued the young widow and claimed that she killed her mother. The daughter-in-law was put in jail. No matter how the woman explained, the county chief insisted that she killed her mother-in-law. She finally could not stand the brutal torture and said that she had killed her mother-in-law. When Yugong heard the verdict, he thought about how the woman took good care of her mother-in-law for more than 10 years. She was well known for her filial piety. He felt that she would not kill the old woman, so he wrote a statement to the governor. The governor refused to listen to Yugong, and they fiercely argued. Yugong tried his best to save the young woman, but no one would listen. The day she was to be executed, Yugong stood in his office weeping as he held the documents. He knew very clearly that this was an injustice. An innocent young woman was about to be put to death. His heart ached so much that he resigned from his post in protest. After the woman was put to death, Eastern Sea County suffered from a severe drought for 3 years, and no grain was harvested from the fields. Later, when new governor was appointed, he asked if anyone knew why the county had such a disaster. Yugong told him an innocent woman was wrongly killed. The previous governor refused to listen to the truth and decided himself to have the woman killed. It was a grave injustice. The new governor decided to retry the case. After he overturned the verdict and cleared her name, he sent people to pay their respect in front of the woman's tomb. He also commissioned a monument be erected for her, on which her filial piety for her mother-in-law was highly praised. Just as they finished erecting the monument, it began to rain heavily. That year, the grain crops was especially abundant. With the injustice corrected and the drought ended, people respected Yugong even more than they had before. One year, the gate of Yugong's yard broken, and local people came to help repair it. Yugong told them to rebuild it higher and wide, enough for 4-horse wagon to pass through. The people didn't understand why Yugong wanted the main gate so drastically altered. Yugong explained, "I have been handling cases and seeking justice for many years, so I've gained more virtue for my family. I strongly believe that someone from my family will hold a very high position one day." Sure enough, Yugong's son Yudingguo learned the law from him. After Yugong died, Yudingguo became famous for fairly handling court cases. Later, Emperor Xuan of Han Dynasty appointed him prime minister. Yudingguo's son married Emperor's daughter, and Yu's entire family prospered. Ancient people believed that persons' wealth and high position were the result of virtue they accumulated by doing good deeds and avoiding doing bad deeds. Thank you very much for listening to the story. More touching stories will be ready for you if you just subscribe it. Thank you again.